Chairperson, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. President, first of all, I wish to take this opportunity of thanking you for the most kind words you have uttered about my country and myself. I also wish to take this opportunity of thanking you for extending an invitation for me to come and visit the United States of America once more. I hope in my brief sojourn to this country, I will have the opportunity of renewing old acquaintances as well as making new friends. As you have said, Mr. President, the relations between the United States and Ethiopia is not anyone. We have for many decades maintained the most friendliest relations. We have manifested this friendship not merely by words, but in terms of specific and concrete and joint efforts and sacrifices we have made. Our friendship has been based on certain solid common interests, which as time goes on, rather than being weakened, are strengthening themselves each day. Mr. President, I am happy to be here, particularly to meet you again in your own country. I have vivid recollections of your visit to Ethiopia and the extensive exchange of views we have had concerning the bilateral relations between the United States and Ethiopia, as well as multilateral relations and questions affecting international peace and security. I am glad that my arrival here in the United States today, yesterday, is affording me another opportunity to exchange views with you, Mr. President, with a view to strengthening further the good and friendly relations that have for long remained at the basis of the relation between Ethiopia and the United States. I also wish to emphasize that the friendship between our two countries has not been solely confined to relations between leaders such as my visit here or President Nixon's visit to Ethiopia, but many people in different walks of life, both from Ethiopia as well as from the United States, visited each other's countries, and we consider this to be indispensable in strengthening an already existing friendly ties. Mr. President, you have mentioned African problems. You have mentioned the Organization of African Unity, an organization which the people of our vast continent have established with a view to performing certain specific tasks. Briefly speaking, the organization is established for the purpose of protecting in a better fashion the independence of African states. It is also meant to expedite economic and social progress through cooperation by African peoples. It also has the important task of assisting in the maintenance of international peace and security, because these very principles for which that organization is established is in accord with the basic policy of the government of the United States. The organization has had ample support on the part of the people and government of this country. I hope that in the times to come, the United States government and people would find it possible to come to even greater assistance of that organization, for the principles for which it stands are of universal values and never-changing ones. Mr. President, I hope, as I said, as a result of my visit and exchange of views, I will have the pleasure of having with you the relations between our two countries will be strengthened further. In this time of a fast-changing world, when new things come about and so forth, it's essential for leaders to come together to exchange and consider views and see by what joint efforts they will be able to strengthen that relation. I hope that as the result of the broad general understanding we are going to arrive at during my visit here, our understanding would be reflected in the kind of policy that we follow and the kind of consideration and attitude we would have regarding each other's vital problems. I hope, in broad terms, as I said, the good relation between our two countries will be further broadened, not to the exclusive advantage of one party, but with a view to bringing forth mutual benefit and mutual advantage. I wish to thank you again, Mr. President, for the very kind words you have said. I also wish to thank the people and government of the United States for receiving me in such cordial and for giving me such a cordial reception. Thank you very much.